This is a complete end-to-end crash course where you will build a system that solves the biggest problems for AI consultants and agency owners, which is how do you prove value to your potential clients before they hire you. By the end of this video, you have an AI use case generator that scrapes any business website and automatically creates 5 custom AI implementation recommendations. Instead of cold outreach with no value, you can show up with personalized AI strategies, and that's exactly how you land clients. Whether you are running an AI agency or thinking about starting one, or you're a beginner and want to build real automation skills so that you can make money with it, you walk away with a working system. And we are going to build everything from scratch, fully step by step. So what's up everyone, I'm Niaz from FPSAI, and for the next few minutes I'll be your automation buddy. This is going to be a full crash course. You are going from absolute zero to fully building a complete automation system. No fluff, just the real build. And now let's get into it. So guys, here's the wireframe I spoke about. I actually want to keep everything simple. So I broke it down into two workflows. First one is going to be the scraper, the main scraper, and this is like the wireframe for it. And the other is going to be the use case generator, AI use case generator. So the first scraper is going to take in the business website link and the LinkedIn URL, and it's going to feed it to the web scraper. We're going to build this web scraper solely on anything because anything has this get feature on this in the HTTP request mode. I'm going to get the details that is on the website. So, and the third one is the LinkedIn scraper. This is where we need to use relevance AI. We're going to like clone one of the LinkedIn scraper I built on it. So we are going to use relevance to do that, and it's going to feed into our AI agent, and it's going to save it to our database. So basically, that's the flow. That's wireframe for the first workflow. And the other workflow here, this is the main AI use case generator. So this one has a schedule trigger. It's going to fetch the details from the database. The details received in this database is going to fetch it. Then send it to the AI automation use case generator. And from there, it's going to create a database, or sometimes you can just fire the mail. Depends on how you want to build it. So basically, that's how these two workflows is going to go. And so now, if you don't know what anything is like one of the best workflow automation platform out there. It's like, in my opinion, it's actually the best because it gives you more flexibility and all. So now we come to anything because that's the platform I want to use. You can just search for anything and anything. So so then you click on get started for free. I think anything has free 14 days trial for anyone that wants to try it out to know how the system is. But honestly, if you're from Nigeria like me, I won't advise you to go for the paid more because that's very, very expensive. I think it's 25 bucks per month. Me personally, I'm using the self-respect one. That costs me like $4 or $5 a month. That's just but if you're just starting out and you want to build some things, you can just start the free trial, then you create your account. And so when you're done signing in, you're just going to click on this create workflow button, and it's going to take you to the main page create the workflow. So I know this seems intimidating or something like that, but just keep calm. You'll be more familiar with it soon enough. So right now, what's the first thing we're going to do? Since we already said the first agent is going to take in this form input, anything has an inbuilt form submission. So you can just click on this plus icon. You search for forms. So you can see anything form. So and what's the action? The action on the new form, on anything new form event. So title of the form event. Remember we're building script right now. Advanced paper. APP. I don't mind my English. I'm Nigerian, so there might be some maybe errors there. Advanced scripper. So the description that's not necessary. You can just give it there. But add form elements. So this is where we say business website. So this is that enter website URL. Add another form event. So here we write LinkedIn profile URL to enter your LinkedIn profile. So those are the two text. Those are the two fields we need. So when you click on execute step, it's going to load out this. So anytime you fill in anything here, it's going to send it back to the submit. So you can see that's form submitted. You can see business website, provide link URL, and submitted as that's from no test. So that's what that's going to do. So right now, let me just fill in my AI agency details and stuff like that real quick. So I'll just execute the workflow. Hold on. So execute workflow. I'll paste this, then the link, my LinkedIn URL. So
So form submitted. So already send it back. So we can if we check this node, we see it here. So business website, website AI solutions are to mpsAIsolution.com. The LinkedIn URL is going to be LinkedIn PMES. So while you guys are there, you can just check out my LinkedIn and follow me. I'll drop some helpful tips there. So next thing is we are going to. So what is next thing we're going to do? So now we're going to get the details on my website. So then we come back here. You search for the HTTP request. HTTP request. So that's what we are looking for. You use the get method. Then you drag this video about anything. You drag the node, the previous node, drag it in. And where is our website? So that's my website. I just click on execute them. So it has pulled, you see how fast it is. It has pulled all the information, all the data that's on my website. And these are one of the things we are going to use. Now we need to like go to relevance AI. I told you relevance AI is where this English scraper is built. Link one of the agents on relevance to our anytime workflow. So anytime I want to scrape our LinkedIn details, instead of going to relevance manually, we are going to we are going to scrape directly inside of anything. So that's what they call API control. We are going to call the agents from anything and it's going to do exactly what the agent is supposed to do, whether inside of relevance AI or inside of anything. I'm not sure whether you guys get what I'm trying to explain them, but you can just follow along and you get it in a bit. So right now when you search for relevance, don't worry, everything is going to be linked in the description and the comments below. So you guys don't need to like search now, you can just click on the links, check it out, you can see every link that you need, every details is going to be there. So let me just friendly advanced AI. So it's going to pop up here. So for those if you already have a relevant AI account, you can just log in directly, but if you don't, you can just sign up and it's going to take you to the page whether you want to sign up with Google or you want to sign up with anything like that. Since I already have my own account, I'm just going to actually it logged me in automatically. It was saving some time and headache. I already built the scraper, I was talking about earlier. So I already built the scraper and what you just have to do right now is just clone the scraper that I already built into your own relevance AI account. That's one of the relevance AI. Can easily clone someone else's agent or workflow into your own workflow, into your own workspace, and you can use it as if you're the owner. So I think it's some sort of like white labeling stuff, but well, as far as it's useful for us, you don't care much. So right now, the links will be available. You can just you see it there. So this is the link that's going to take you to the agents. Let's just load up. So you want to clone the AI agent, this is the link you're going to come to. So then they are going to, I'm not sure whether this is how it's going to be on the side, but anyhow it is, you'll be able to see the clone option. But right now you can come, if you don't see it, you come here, you see clone. So clone this project, so it's going to click on continue. That means I've successfully cloned this uh I've successfully cloned these agents into my upload. Now I already have it before, so you will see it again. I think let me just refresh the page. You can see it's already today. So that's how it's going to be on your end. So I just did this one that I just cloned. I did it that I just cloned and use the one I already have.
Yeah, and one more thing, before you be able to use before you be able to use the scraper that I set up this for you, if you notice, if you check the scraper, you see there's an LLM section there. Let's just load up. You're going to see it. You're going to see there. So in this LLM section, you need to use AI. So the model that I'm using here is GPT-5 Mini via OpenRouter, but you don't need to go that you don't need to go that route. So you can just fund your OpenAI accounts. If you already have one, you can just link it to it directly. You create an API key, then you add it to this section. Let me just for those that just want to create their OpenAI accounts, just go to platforms. Those OpenAI.com. So you go to platforms of OpenAI.com. It's going to create accounts. This one is already signing me. Yeah, I'm signed it already. And go to billings and overview. So this is where you're going to add your credit balance. So you add your credit balance, then you come to API keys. So about these billings, if you are from Nigeria and you don't have a dollar card you can just opt in for Gray. I don't. It's a banking app that can help you out. So you get your card, you can just fund the card and convert to dollars, and you pay for it. So then you come to after funding your bank, you come to the API key section. Then you create your own API key. So you can just create a new secret key, relevance AI. Then you click on the first project. Then you click on create secret key. So I already have my own. CD is the one I was using since October. I think I have another one there. So then it's here. So you come to this section here. Come to this section or wherever say I go back to home. So after copying your API key, then you come here, you come to integrations and API keys. So then you search for OpenAI, you see? Then you just search for OpenAI, it's going to there. I already provided a key. So if you haven't provided, if you don't have your own key, you can just you enter the key, then you click on save. Then you'll be able to like use the agent directly from that. From your you use to use the agent like that.
So now, since you already have your LinkedIn scraper inside of your relevancy AI account, you come to this site, come to this use section. It's going to show you all these ones. Then you come to this API. Right now, all you just have to do is just copy this sample curl. There are what you are basically doing right now is that you are asking for permission to use this tool in a different in a third party website, in a third party software, just like anything. So for you to like use it, you need to like ask for permission, and that's basically what we are doing right now. So there are different ways you can ask for permission. You can use JavaScript, you can use sample code, you can use Python. So right now, the easiest one to set up is just this sample code. You can just copy this, then you come back to our editing workflow. So you click on this, search for HTTP request, HTTP request. So instead of you don't need to set up anything here, just come here and paste the code that you copied. So that's all you just have to do. And you drag this LinkedIn URL from the previous nodes. And you drag the LinkedIn URL from this to and please always make sure you pin your data so you don't have to like be running these stubs every single time. So yeah, now I can just execute this workflow. So if the agent is still working where hopefully it's going to like deliver going to scrape the it's going to scrape my LinkedIn profile, it's going to like get the output there. You're going to see just wait a minute. So right now the execution is done. So the two already scraped details. We check this out, you see company has flower mail, Nigeria State, Nigeria Fever account, company person. So that's just the basics that it needs about me. Couldn't find any email, any phone number, anything else like that. The next thing we're going to do right now is just come back here is the AI agent. So here we're just going to use the open AI messaging model. So here we're going to choose and yeah, I made a mistake. I should have done this earlier, but I forgot that some of you don't even have an OpenAI account, and you need to like link that to create for you to be able to use this OpenAI model inside of anything. So for you to be able to have access to ChatGPT, as people say, on anything, you have to go to platforms/openai.com. So you go to platform/openai.com, then you create your own account. So after creating an account, I'll just you see it's signing in, but you just create account. So you already signed me in already. So then you go to pricing. So you go to pricing for billings. Yeah, I think it's billings. Search for billings and overview. Inside at least maybe $5 there. You can see. Okay. So you can add within $5 to $98 payment method. If you're from Nigeria or something, if you don't have access to this kind of payment method, you can just use Pay and stuff like that. So you can comment if you don't know how you can do that, you can just reach out to me on socials, or you can just drop a comment below, then I will definitely help you out with that. So you can just I already funded my account. So after funding your account, then you come to APIs. So you profile API keys. So then from here you create a new secret key. Let me just do that directly. Create a new secret key. YouTube to do warehouse. So select the projects, the first projects, and create secret key. So I just click on copy, then I'll come back here, go back to anything,
let's just say an instance where I just want to create another uh, AI, AI agents that I want to use this node chat model. So open AI. So instead of my OpenAI account that is here, I'll create new credentials. I'll say API key. That will be that organizational ID. That's optional, as you can see. So you to tutorials. So organization, you can see when you require them belong to multiple organizations. So then click on save. Then it's saved like that. You can see. So from now on, you'll be able to use it directly inside of your anything. So, but that's not the scope of this video. So I just like get that real quick because I think I missed that out earlier. So I have to get out real quick.
So the next thing we are going to do now is like we are going to connect this node to the OpenAI messaging model. So from link, we are going to choose 4 minute, or you can just choose 25 minutes. Now we say first 24. Let's just go for 24 minutes. So I will input the prompt real quick, and the prompt will be available in the resources linked in the comment section below. So just hold on while I do that. So right now, here is the so right now here is I already inserted the prompts. This is for the system prompts. Professional business intelligence analyst specialized in extracting structured information from computer. The types to analyze background content and extract operational information, business touch point, and information that will be valuable for lead generation once used up to business development. So you will return the analysis in structured. So we talk on JSON later on, or you can just copy this prompt and paste it in your system section. Then you come here, you add. So hold on, let me just do it in front of you. So this is basically how the first one is going to be. So you add message, then you control to user. So it's already there. You have user, you have your standard thing, so user. So you paste the prompts. This is the prompts for the user. It's going to come fixed like this. But if you want to like have access to read everything, you need to turn to an expression. So click here in case you want to see what I clicked. So you click here. Analyze the following website data and name profile option to extract crucial business information. You'll see three sources, website source content data. These the main points and leading details. Use those sources to create comprehensive business intelligence data. Personalized insights. Please extract the structure from the following information. Primary details, contact touch points, business intelligence, personalized insights, blah blah blah. So the website content. So here is what is going to be the website content. So website content is going to be here. Then the return your analysis. So right now, if we execute this step fully, if there are no errors, it should work and give us the detailed analysis based on our based on information you got from the website and the LinkedIn and from the LinkedIn account. That's why I think this is very simple. And honestly, most systems are simple. They are just like now. I think we just got an error here. So hold on. This kind of normal in this kind of normal way of doing this type of systems and yeah, just let me just figure out what's happening real quick. So yeah, that's okay. Well, basically the JSON structure is okay. Everything is working well. The prompts are okay, but you don't have to like double this one off. If you are using messaging model, you have to like output content as JSON. Always make sure you double that on. Because if that's not on, you won't get the details. You won't get it out in this simple format. And this is going to like make it very much easier for us to like see it in our database. So now, next thing we are going to do is now is save it in a DB.
All right, now that we've gotten the main business details, we've gotten the ordinary information we need. Next thing we do is like we save into a database. So right now, I'm still contemplating whether you should go for Airtable or Google Sheet, but Google Sheet is a bit more easier. But I think we should go for Airtable. I don't know, some of you might have used Airtable before. On if you don't know what Airtable is basically like a database that you store information. So yeah, according to Gemini, it says Airtable is a user-friendly cloud-based platform that blends familiar, easy-to-use interfaces of spreadsheets with the powerful structured capabilities of a relational database. So that's exactly what Airtable is. I don't think I really understand the context saying, but you get the gist. So right now, we go to Airtable. Airtable. So here is the so for those of you that already have an Ethereum account, all you just have to do is just log in directly. And for those of you that don't have the account yet, you sign up for free. One already logged me in automatically, but if it's you, you need to like create account and everything, and it's going to take you to this. Okay, for the sake of this video, I think I'll just create account separately and I'll just create account separately. Alright. So right now you get to airtable.com. So since most of you so for those of you that already have your Airtable, for those of you that already have an Airtable account, you can just continue with the account. For those of you that you don't have, you can just click on continue with Google. So whenever you click on continue with Google, you are going to click on your Gmail. You are going to sign just just a normal way for you to create account. So after doing that, then we'll go back here. So I already have my own Airtable accounts logged in. So this is how your fresh new Airtable account is going to be. So this is exactly how your fresh Airtable account is going to be. So so your Airtable account will be fresh new. I don't think that there won't be anything here. So you just come here, workspace, you create a workspace so you can just see it to anything. YouTube tutorial. So yeah, and click on build your own app. So that means you already created the base. So this is your first database. This is where you're going to save your business details, and I'll just show you how you're going to link this with anything real quick, so you won't take much of your time. All right, so right now that we already created our own Airtable accounts, so we just create. Let me create another base here. Space YouTube. Okay, so yeah, create video app. So now this comes by default. These are the tables you're going to use. I think my network is very slow. That's why it's loading like this. Otherwise, I should have done. So now the thing about all these workflow systems is that you need to like link all these. That's one of the other thing. You need to link them together. All right, guys. So since we have already created our Airtable accounts, so the next thing we want to do now is to link the account to anything. So I already linked my Airtable to anything. I already linked my Airtable account to anything, but for the sake of this video, I'll just create another credential for that. So right now, this is my SIP credential. So you just come here, click create new credential. So then you just go to this site, airtable.create/tokens. I'll go in the resources. So you click on create new token. So you to tutorial. So add a scope, data records rate, um, data records rights. Where is it? Data record right. Schema basis rate. Where's schema basis? So then add all resources, add all current and future basis in the correct workspace, and let's just add this. So create a token. So then you copy this token has been created, and you come back to anything here. Where is that? You come back to anything here, you paste it in, then you click on save. So it's as easy as that. Everything is already saved. So no thanks. So now I can choose. There's no okay. People account. Okay, yeah. So then now you see all the workspace. That workspace you created, you're going to see it here. Then you select on it. Then you're going to click see the table you also selected. So right now I'll just create a new table. So now this is YouTube. We'll create a table that we're going to save our details because if you remember, we already have about it. So now we already linked the table and let's create a database. So let's check all the outputs. We have the company details, the founders details. I'll build out the main structure, the database structure real quick, and after that I'll just show you guys and you can do that. You can do the same on your side. So when I'm starting, I'm going to show you the starting process of creating these, and to just save time, I'll just like show you the end process. So yeah. So yeah, first off, I need to delete all the feeds, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'll delete all the feeds. And you can't do this first feed because it's that's how Airtable is. It's some sort of primary figures or something like that. So since we can't delete this text, we just edit this field. So company name, family name, save, founder, and CEO. See, uh, founder and CEO. Single select. Maybe status. All be processed. Processed. No, be not processed. Not processed. So create feed. Actually, this is like in-depth business deals that we're getting from it. Very, very in-depth. There's a full business context. Like you can basically use this information to like do anything right now. So let's just go straight back here. So now we just we we go back to our linking. So now let me create a record. See, I'm using my personal account too, YouTube. So just from list table one. It's not why is it still table one? I already received it. So it's not yet rename table for business context. Context. Save. So alright, let's go back here. So for business, here you can see. So map each columns manually. So let's start with this. Company name, PCS Solutions, CEO, and as for me, that's how we are going to basically do for everything. We're going to drag everything in. First name, Papanias, last name, me, leadership team. Actually, if this is more like a big company, you are going to see like there are going to be different uh the services are going to vary. So right now we have three values, so I'll just separate with commas and yeah, commas. Inefficient workflows, difficulties in scaling operations. So job titles, we just put it in the industry focus. Status, business owners, operation managers, CTO, chief technology officers. So email not available. This is exactly what is happening to me right now. Partnership, partnership insights. Sorry, you know the data about. Okay, in case you can just pull this out and we're in the partnership section, right? So now let's see what they say about me. Partially, it's about using AI to guide and which goes deep. His experience as a founder positioning as a primary decision maker, following internal solutions, and measurable impact. His journey of building AI just highlights his resilience and commitment. Thank you. Yes, right. Just going to do this commerce. Right, so that's thank you. Oh, mm-mm. So recent news. This recent news. The founder. Oh shit. Next. Okay. No. So partnerships. Oh, no partners. Recent news. Nothing. So about the CEO, about the company. The company. So I see here. So yep, I think that's that for that. So additional touch points. There you go. Engaging with partners as a startup journey in Nigeria could resonate well as it values authenticity and shared experiences. That's nice. Thank you. So touch points. Thank you very much. So right now this status is like I want to build something that I can just uh we are going to feed it on our database. I don't want to build this strict because then you guys won't know how to like uh, schedule and automation in anything and from pulling from databases and those stuff. So I just want to like build it as two separate systems. So right now that's what this status is for. Just do it as we've done it on the sites and yeah, it should be good. So right now if I should run this node, it's going to hopefully we don't run into errors. It's going to save everything in that Airtable database. Hopefully we don't run into errors. Yeah, so right now we are good. So the scraper worked and we're good to go. So right now, congrats on building your first scraper. That's that's something. For those that haven't built anything like this, that's really special. It's a special moment. Congrats on this. You're gonna be alarm with this your automation body views. So full business context scraper, full full business context scraper. So yep, and I think that's that for this one. So we can just so you can just let's just run this once more. We just unpin everything that's here. Unpin everything that's here and I'll look for someone I can just unpin. So you guys see it's already working. Unpin, unpin. So right now I'll just save these and I'll just get someone that I can I'll just get someone's detail that I can use right now. Just hold on a bit. So alright guys, let's just test this out. Mm, 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 So this is one of the people I look up to in the automation space and yep. So you see it's submitted and it's processing. Don't save. Wow, it's way. Does that mean? Yeah, click again. That's something about AI automations. think it's probably network or something. Yup. So it's already scraped. So then go for this. Sometimes when you're building systems like this, it just kind of like fucks up sometimes. So yeah, it's not as if it's not working. But me, it's maybe a network connection or stuff like that sometimes. So as you can see, it's going to create a record in our Airtable database, and you can see we are good to go. Many everyone. So you see, this is more detailed than mine. Actually, more detailed than mine. If you click on this text, you see it's just full, and yup, you can see everything is just nice and cool. So right, that's is for this first setup, and I think this is getting longer than I expect. So guys will just have to like chill with me, and so this is basically how the first scraper is going to be. The first AI agent is going to be. So now we are going to start the work on these, and I'll record the. So I just noticed this video is getting longer than I imagined. So guys, just chill with me, and I'll I think I might actually add the two videos together. So just stick with me. So yeah. So now let's get started with the second agent, which is like the main important agent in this system. All right, so you've built your first workflow, the scraper, the web scraper. And look, I get that might have felt a lot, but you just do something most people never do. You literally build a system that can pull data from any website automatically, and that's powerful. Now, here's the thing: if you're still with me right now, you're a part of a small group of people who actually build instead of watching, and that's rare. I remember when I was building my first editing workflow, I was confused as hell. I had to like pause, rewind, Google stuff, and that's completely normal. But I kept going, and now I'm running an agency with these exact systems. So we are doing the same thing right now. We are building skills, and we are about to make this script even more powerful with this AI. This is where the real magic happens. Not the happening factor of the sites. Take a break from it, come back because the next part is where this thing comes together. You've already done the hard part. Understand the logic from it. So let's just finish it. Let's just finish from here. So we are doing now. Here is the wireframe that we use. Right now, I'm here. Stacks. So yep, I'll do this for you. So right now, you just can just one So I think I'll just go for the trigger manually. So from there, let's check it again. Fetch data. I'm going to fetch data from our database. So come here, Airtable, Airtable, uh, search records. So we're going to go search records. So right now, in this search record, remember we already linked the Airtable to it. So basically, I'm going to see it here, and you remember the first video. This is the second account. So we come to YouTube. That this is my own use case. You can I don't know how your use case is going to be. So for business context, search records. Yep. So filter by formula.
So, I was talking. Remember in that first section when we were building when we were building this, I told you about these status processed and non-processed. So this is where we are exactly going to use because if you have a lot of like data that is scraped already, you don't want to be fetching everything. You don't want to fetch everything every time you want to like use the scraper. So you just want to fetch the ones that have not been processed. You get what I mean? Just some sort of filtering. So right now we have two that hasn't been processed. So I'm just going to come here and use the filter. So now we have to filter by formula. So I just put the status. We check it up. Okay, it's here. So you can see the status not processed. It's going to be not processed by default. So you can go to the status and you can click on not processed. So now if you execute this step, it's going to fetch both of the data that are in database. You're going to see how it's going to be. So right now you can see it fetch two items here. So if you don't want it to fetch two items, you must like take it one after the other. So you have to like come here. Instead of you saying telling it to return all, you just toggle this off, then come to the limits, turn the limits on. So you execute this step and it's going to fetch just the data from that database right now. So now we are going to like add our AI agents, open AI, message, model. So right now, this is where we are going to add in the prompts. And yeah, actually prompting is one of the most important things. It's like the most important thing when you're building these kind of systems. You can build a workflow, you'll be able to build workflows, you'll be able to wire them up and do stuff. Like if you don't give it the right prompts, you are not going to get the main importance you're supposed to get. You're not going to get the main important details that you're supposed to get out of your system, or you're not going to make the system to work well as it's supposed to work because you are just giving it a vague prompt. So right now, I'll just feed in the prompts for these agents will also be available in the resources section, so you guys can just come down, just copy and paste it. So right now, I'll just do that real quick. You can just click on from this 4 minute. Just search for it. 4 minute. You can actually you can also go for ChatGPT 5. So expressions. This is the prompt. So I'll just answer yeah. Planning automation consultant specialist using the workflow solutions. So your ability to automate business information and generate five specific optional way automation use case that will provide immediate value. So right now you can get it to 6, you can get it to 7 or something like that. But I just want to use this 5 as an example. And you can make this where you can make it be dynamic. So instead of just 5, you can build in a way that is like return like 10 or something like that. Depends on the kind of business or use case you want to do. Let me just go for 5 minutes because that's actually the latest one out there. GPT 5 minute. So let's see how this one is going to work. So then let's add a user message. So there you go. Based on the available business information, create 5 tailored automation use case for this agency, for this business. Use wherever details are provided and make intelligent assumptions for missing information. Okay, so company, industry, business types, size, current tools, blah blah blah. So no, work with the available tables which matter to actionable automation recommendations. For each automation use case, that description, problem solved. Prioritize solutions that can show quick wins and measurable business impacts within 30 to 90 days. Return your analysis in structured user formats specified in the system prompts. So everything is going to be in the resource section, so you guys don't need to like, you guys can just chillax. And from the prompt I copied, it's got some structures already, so I'll just fill it in back, so you guys can see what's actually happening behind the hood there. So you come here, yep, company information, company name, address, okay, look everything, feedback, okay, so information, focus, company size, time, sales cloud, main challenges, target markets. And you guys don't remember, we are able to like give it the main information it needs, like we are able to feed in enough data because of the previous script that we built that give us that give us much that give us so. And taking note of this, guys, we're able to like build this system and give it the enough data because of the first scraper we built. So that scraper was the one that is able to like get us the initial output that we need to feed into this input. So it's going to work and get us the tailored use case for a particular business. So I'll just go straight to the company name, industry, business type, company,
So alright, I already filled in the necessary information that we're able to get from this section. I already filled it in there. So then I'll just run the execute step right now. So it's going to run on this end. I'm going to give us detailed use cases and AI automation use cases that we can build for the systems, for the business rather. So let's just revise these views. The next thing we are going to save it. So we are going to save it into a database, just like maybe a table of Google Sheets. But let's just hold on to this finish running. Alright, let's just have a look at it. Okay, I forgot to toggle this on. Output content as JSON. So execute step again. So when they're just different nodes in it, then when they're using them, it's like node specific rules for a particular node. So that's how this stuff works. So yeah, then before that gets done, so now we need to like create a database and maybe you just show it off, create a draft in Gmail. So the business will just get that directly. But honestly, I don't think it's advisable for you to just send directly to business just because you script their sites. Because some sites might not have the Gmail stuff there, and some sites might have the Gmail and the Gmail might not be working anymore. So you can just like do it in your own way, be creative with it. So that's just what I'm going to say on that. But as far as this is just like the foundation basics, you can still build on these systems, you can make them more scalable and also that's just it. So now let's just check our model. So you guys can see right now. So first use case, automated client onboarding and intake workflow. Manual onboarding creates a bottleneck that caps clients that 15 to clients consume seniors time and causes unique client setup and delay time. So it pays, tools needed, everything is there. Implementation times to 4 weeks. Expected right. Use manual onboarding time for. So you get it. So this is basically how the stuff is going to work. Now let's now create the let's now create another. We even forgot to create the database for that. So now let's create another table. New table. So create start from scratch. So what should we call this? Use cases generated. Save. So as usual, so come to think of it, I think we can just let's pin this data, and I think we can just instead of sending it directly into the ATM database, we can just do something else. Let's split it out. This is one of the best ways you're supposed to do it in the first place. So split out node because we've got five. We have five. Hold supposed to be five items actually. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to split out the use cases because that's the only thing we need. So you can see there are five use cases there. One, two, three, four, five. So we're just going to split out the use cases. So you can just split it out. So you can see that's five items. So now we are going to save it into our item database like that. So I'll just save these and just build the database. So name. Um. So this one is going to be use case. This fields use case AI use case. Problem solved. Next. So needed solutions. Automated solutions. Quiz field. So needed tools. Needed. Oh, next. Quiz field. So there's first use case. Problem solved. Next solution. So needed. Implementation is the right use. So implementation. So there's so needed. Implementation is the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just create. Take it away. No.
expected output by 20%. So that's 1 to 4 first. That's 750. That's 20. That also is 750. So right now, let's just come back here. Okay, let's come back here. So now let's save this into a database, a table, create a record. So now YouTube for okay use case generated. So then it's going to like map out the so use case title, the problem solved, give me the solution. So needed array starting solution. So needed so needed. Something the first implementation expected array. Alright, so six. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some error, but let's check it out. Alright. So why there is error is because these ones are arrays. Like this one, okay, this is an array and we are using a string format, so we need to convert it to an array. So alright, here is case problem solved. Tools needed, type form, tools needed, type form. Just put this up. Type form. And then work your orchestration. A table nation. AI. Gonna need to look at that. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's it. Type one, and then table, AI, gonna need send grade, Slack, right? So we put the time here. We put the time, okay. So listen, time. Expected array. Oh, sorry, that's specific. Expected array, I'm saying. For saying. And regular parts. So that's the tricks. Then we're done, I guess. So let's just execute step again. So yeah, everything should be there now. So you can see everything is saved in the database. So congrats guys, this is your second workflow build successfully on anything. And yeah, we did that with the automation body. So the next thing, what is the next thing we want to do? Okay, we want to like send, let's just send an email. Just send an email. So right now we can just come here and come to Gmail. But actually, before you be able to use this kind of node inside of anything, create a draft. Create a draft. So before you be able to use this kind of node inside of anything, just like link your Gmail account. If you're using a cloud hosting, you can just click on this. I think it's service account or something. So you are going to see it's going to automatically using your Google account to sign in and stuff like that. But if you are using a cloud hosting, well, for you to be using anything cloud hosting, you basically know how you do that. You have to set that up manually. So you need to link your Google Workspace to anything. So that's another tutorial on its own. So right now I'll just create close. So right now I'll just So then I'll just create a draft. So remember in the script information, we got the name of the, I can just, this can be like, I can say AI use cases. Hey there, here is the AI use case for your business there. So this line, okay, let's just make it more, let's make it, let's say, turn this to an expression if you want to bring in this kind of thing. And let's say, hello Ben, hello, here is your AI use case. Here is your D.
Here's the plan use case for your business. So then this is going to be the message. This is going to like contain the main email. That's going to be the subject line, the SL, the title. So right now, if you notice, you guys might be wondering why did I like split out the first name. Say you want to write email, you can't always say hello. You can't write the full name like that. Something it won't look more table. So you can just come here and say hi Ben. Hi Ben. Here is the use case generate. Here is the use cases we talked about. Use case we talked about. Now I'm just making something up. You can actually make the agents write the mail, but I don't want to like make this longer than it already is. Here's the use case we talked about. Here's the use case we talked about. Oh, this needs to be dynamic. So, hi man, here's the use case we talked about. So then we come here. Okay, spit out node. Then you can just start putting this in manually. Solved. The solutions. So what's needed? Implementation. Success metrics. Oh, my bad. We can't put this node there, honestly. Because I've forgotten that we're like splitting things out. So anytime you use this node, always make sure that anytime you use this node that you're splitting out things, it's going to always split out five other things. So if I put this node here, it's just like create that draft item. So I'll just come here. So I'll just come here. I'll just move both of these nodes to this side. So I'm going to first get my drafts before doing any other thing, for spacing out or doing anything like that. So you guys understand what I'm trying to say right now. So hello, 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 hello. So yeah, this is gonna be a long trip. So use case, first use case, first use case, first use case. Well, problem solved. Automated solution. Actually, I don't want to make this video long. I should have merged all these tools together to turn into one array, but that's that and that. Just the way it is. It's already getting very, very long than I expected it to. So I'll just skip this so you guys can just join when I'm done. It's four. Oh shit. No, I think everything is alright. Everything is fruity. Sorry, I had to like this kind of role, but it's going to take you time. So just get comfortable with anything and you know, I should have cleaned up the data to be more like structured that you can just drag and drop. But it is very so right now. Wow, we're going to go to the next node. Just run this. Oh, wait. Did I pull Gmail? Create account? Nope, nope. Draft. Okay. Okay. It's talking about. Okay. Open this first. Alright. Let's see. Secure workflow. So if you have to check our mail, you are going to see the draft. So just pause this now. And yes, here's a draft. You can see 10:22 p.m. That's just now. Um, IBAN is this case. IBAN is this case we're talking about. You see, it sent a draft. This case one automated solution, create a nobody, blah blah blah. You can clean this up to me to be more. You get the gist. It's working and it's functioning well. So you want to send this, you see how it's going to be. But. So right now it's working and we can see all the use cases are here. So now let's go back here and it's already it's creating drafts. Okay. So I need to restructure this. Mhm, 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 mhm. So execute step. Mhm, mhm, mhm. It's not found. The menu wasn't found. So I check it out. I don't think a split node can come after a Gmail node. So you get it just if you want to like send directly to Gmail. Then just save this back to the way it is and we update the table that we have already done what we want to do. So I'll just put this here, split out the use case, this execute step. So that's done. And now create record. And as we are creating the record, I'll just update the record directly. So it's going to show processed. You're going to see what I'm trying to say now. Table here, table, this a record. So right now, YouTube for business context. No, use case generated. Use case generated. So I don't need anything. I don't need all these stuff. So all I need is just this ID that we use to fetch the first registration information. I'll put this ID here. So that's all I need. Then I'll change the status to expected error. No, I guess this is the this is the wrong. I need to come to this one. So ID to match. Yeah, exactly. So right now I'll just put this ID. So delete that fucking thing here.
So then status, we are going to change it to processed since we've already dealt with it. So you guys are going to see what I'm doing in a minute now. You guys are going to see it right now. So now you can see it has done, that's processed, that's saved everything in our database. And if you come here, it's changed to processed because this is what you're feeding. So right now, let's make this stuff run on autopilot. And there's one other unprocessed data in our database. So we just do it directly, and yeah, I guess this will be the end of this tutorial after that. So I'll just run that real quick. Just turn this off. So I just added this Gmail so that you guys can know many things you can do with it. Let me just unpin this. Unpin this. Yeah, so save. Then like it's working. So guys, if you are still here to now and you still with Mr. Infinity Automation, then congrats. If you're just starting up or you're already business now, you're a business now, you just know this is just an idea, you can just implement it in business. I think you're just starting out using that. At least the good foundation. So you learn to get comfortable with anything and just just keep your mind at rest. AI is not stealing anyone's jobs or stuff like that. And anything, all these softwares, new software that are coming out that like learn space and then also be here for certain tasks. And all I'm just going to say is that you need to know which tool exactly do you want to use for a particular service. So when you need to build a system, know the right tool to use and stuff like that. So don't just panic, learn the skills you're supposed to learn, get comfortable with it and build beautiful things. Yep. So thanks for watching, and yeah, everything you need will be available in the school in the free web community, and you get the resources and stuff like that. So let's just check the database and see this also processed and use case. See. So start from a AI case study. So FPSAI lacks public case study and the visible data brings positive manually explain is consistent so marketing and stuff. Yeah, you're not lying, that's true. Trigger after project completion or business solutions. Okay, right, so that's that for that. Thanks for watching.
And there you have it. We just completed a full L10 crash course. We went from absolute zero to building an AI use case generator with a web scraper, AI agent, Airtable integrations, and automated workflow. That's incredible. If you beat this alongside me, you should be very, very proud because you didn't just watch, you actually did the job, and this puts you ahead of most people. Now, I know some of you might have gotten stuck somewhere, or maybe you just watched and one did done for you system. I've got you covered. Everything is in my free community, the complete JSON structure, all the AI prompts, the full editing workflow ready for import. You can just literally grab it and import it and you're done in 5 minutes. The link is in the description and I'll also pin it to the comments. And look, if you want to take this further, maybe you need it customized for your own business, specific business, integrate to your CRM, or you want to complete different AI system builds. I do take on custom automation projects through FPSAI, that's my agency. There's a link in the description below if you want to chat about it. But whether you use the free resources or you want a custom one, you already have the foundation of how it works. You understand how anything works, how to connect APIs, how to boost creepers, how to build agents, and these are real valuable skills. And if this course helped you, just do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe for more AI automation content, and drop a comment and let me know what you build or what you love to see next. And again, I'm Nias from FPSAI, your automation buddy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Keep building.